Have you ever started something with that electric feeling in your chest, that whisper that says, "This is it. This time will be different," only to abandon it halfway through? Maybe you started learning a new language, practicing in front of the mirror for a few days, imagining yourself fluent and confident. And then you just stopped. Or maybe you decided to write a book, bought the perfect notebook and pens set up your desk, and felt like an author for a moment, but those pages are still blank, silently accusing you every time you walk by. Maybe your life is filled with half-finished projects, unfinished dreams, and constant reminders of who you wanted to become. And when you think about them, you don't feel inspired. You feel guilty, heavy, like you've let yourself down one too many times. If that sounds like you, then this story is for you. Because on there was a man who couldn't finish anything he started, until one quiet encounter taught him a secret that changed his life forever. In a small village surrounded by green hills, there lived a young carpenter named Marcus. He was strong, talented, and overflowing with creative ideas. Marcus loved beginnings. He loved the smell of fresh wood, the first sketch, that magical moment when an idea became real. But he had a problem that haunted him every single day. He couldn't finish anything. His workshop, once full of promise, had become a graveyard of abandoned dreams. A chair with only 3 legs stood near the wall. A table without a top rested in the center of the room. A cabinet waited endlessly. 4 doors that would never come. Every corner held evidence of something started with passion and left behind in silence. When neighbors would ask, "Marcus, when will that bookshelf be ready?" he would smile and say the word that had become a habit. Soon. Soon, when he had more time. Soon, when inspiration returned. But soon never came. His father, a master carpenter himself, would visit, look around slowly, and sigh with a disappointment that was heavier than anger. "My son," he would say softly, "a carpenter isn't measured by how many projects he starts. He's measured by how many he finishes." Marcus would promise to do better, swearing that the next project would be the one, but then a new, brighter idea would appear, and the unfinished project would quietly join the others, gathering dust and shame. Every night, Marcus went to bed with the weight of unfinished things on his chest. In the darkness, his thoughts grew louder. Why can't I finish what I start? What's wrong with me? Am I lazy? Am I broken? The guilt was a constant stone he carried everywhere, a reminder that he was always almost someone, never fully becoming. One spring morning, Marcus got the opportunity of a lifetime. The mayor's daughter was getting married and wanted a unique, hand-carved wooden chest for her husband. She saw the talent hidden in his chaotic workshop and said with confidence, "I know you can create something magnificent. I need it in 3 months." Marcus's heart raced. This was it. This would be the project that proved to everyone, and to himself, that he could finish something important. For the first 2 weeks, he worked with incredible passion. The chest began to take shape, the carvings delicate and precise. Everyone who saw it said the same thing. "Marcus, this will be your masterpiece." But then, one afternoon, he saw a beautiful design for a small jewelry box. Just a quick project, he told himself. "I'll finish it and get right back to the chest." But the small project grew. Then another idea arrived, then another. Time slipped away. 3 months passed. The wedding day arrived, and the chest sat in the corner of his workshop, unfinished. No lid, no lock, half the carvings incomplete. As the wedding bells rang in the distance, each sound echoed his failure. The mayor's daughter had hired another carpenter. Marcus had lost the job, the money, and the trust of the village. But worse than all that, he had lost respect for himself. He sat on the floor of his workshop, surrounded by his unfinished work, and for the first time, he cried, whispering through his tears, "I'm tired of being the man who almost did something great." That evening, broken and desperate, Marcus walked to the edge of the village to find an old master carpenter named Samuel. Samuel was known for 2 things, flawless craftsmanship and silence. Marcus knocked. Samuel opened the door, saw the young man's red eyes, and simply said, "Come in." The workshop was perfect. Every tool had its place. In the center of the room sat a simple wooden stool, perfectly made, balanced, and complete. Marcus confessed everything: his talent, his ideas, his constant failure to finish. "How do you do it?" he asked, his voice trembling. "How do you finish everything?" Samuel didn't answer right away. He picked up a block of wood and a knife and began carving slowly, deliberately. After a long silence, he spoke. He explained that inside the wood was a spoon, and his job was not to create it, but to remove everything that was asterisk, not asterisk. Stopping halfway only left damaged wood. Only patience and commitment created something complete. Then Samuel looked at Marcus and revealed the truth. Every project has an exciting beginning and a proud ending, but in between is a middle that is hard, boring, and frustrating. That middle, he said, is where dreams go to die. And finishing has nothing to do with motivation, because motivation always fades. Finishing is about commitment to the process, even when it no longer feels exciting. Samuel gave Marcus a simple rule: choose one project. The smallest one, touch it every single day, even for just 10 minutes, until it is complete. No excuses. No new ideas. Finish one thing, because the man who can finish one thing can finish anything. Marcus returned home and chose a small wooden stool. The next morning, before excuses could form, he worked for 10 minutes. Then again the next day, and the next. Some days were boring. Some were difficult. New ideas tried to pull him away. But he stood it. On day 12, something changed. He could see the end. He felt pride, not in starting, but in continuing. On day 23, the stool was finished. Marcus sat on it and felt something inside him release. He wasn't broken. He had simply never learned how to finish. One project became two. Two became many. His workshop and his life transformed. This story isn't just about Marcus. It's about you. Finishing is not a talent. It's a skill. And today, you can begin learning it. Choose one thing, your smallest, half-finished project. Touch it every day and finish Italiana. Because the moment you finish that one thing, everything changes. If this story resonated with you, share it with someone who has dreams collecting dust. And remember this one truth: stop starting new things. Start finishing. Thank you for watching.